Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight with Motor City Racing at Suzuka in the booth. With me tonight, Christian Taylor. Christian, how you feeling this fine evening here all the way in Japan?
Doing good. We just watched a disappointing end to the NASCAR season, if I do say so myself. But tonight here in the Motor City Racing League, they will not disappoint. We're in Suzuka. This track was built back in 1962 by Honda as a testing facility. Suzuka International Raceway course is not one of, it's one of the most iconic tracks in the world, and the only major circuit with a true figure-8 layout where the backstretch passes over the front stretch via a bridge. How about you show them that track map, Blake?
Absolutely. Let me pull it up here in one moment.
Yep, we've been having a little bit of technical issues tonight, but we're going to get over that. There's that track map. You see it crosses over itself. What a beautiful layout that is, or just looks like a child took a crayon and drew it.
Honestly, Christian, I think this is ridiculous.
Oh, well, you know, can't please everybody, I reckon.
Take a look here, though, at it. We're at the Grand Prix here in Japan at Suzuka, 3.58 miles, 73 degrees Fahrenheit with basically no altitude. But there is your layout. Boy, that is a funky track, Christian. I don't think me and you would be doing too great out there, don't you think?
Yep, that is 5.8 kilometers for the Europeans watching at home.
Yeah, nobody knows what that means.
Oh boy, well, we're watching Chris on the track here in that 29 machine. He's driving his Porsche.
Yeah, Chris,
Gonna
Dan
see if he
Kohler.
can improve it this time.
Boy, we got some breaking news to let you know. You're going to hear it here first, live on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Christian, I don't even know if you know this, but next season, Chris Collier, I'm trying to think. He told me how to say his name. I'm trying to remember. Kohler. Yeah, Kohler, I think is what he said. He is going to be driving the Hutchinson Motorsports TV GTP here in Motor City Racing.
What? What? You kidding?
Yeah, you know,
Blake, you said if we hire anybody else, you're gonna have to cut my pay. What the hell?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. We are going to end up having to cut your pay, Christian.
Oh, this is.
Well, Christian just left, but don't worry, he'll be back. He always comes back. But hey, if you're just tuning in here, you're watching the end of qualifying action. Nate Benarowitz going to be from the pole position tonight here in the GTP class. And no shocker here in the LMP2s, Sean Akins kicking off from the pole there. In the GTD Pros, Alex Lalonde. And in the GTDs, Caleb Ulrey-Mao.
Well, you know, I'm very upset about having my pay cut. I think this is some bull. But, you know, nonetheless, we're going to keep on watching this Suzuka night here in Motor City Racing.
And the checkered flag is out, folks. We're about to grid up here, get rolling. So we're going to take a quick break, take a listen. Larry McReynolds has a message for you. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at Suzuka. Christian, what are you seeing?
Well, you know, you've already mentioned who made the pole, but let's talk about who didn't set good times. And he's actually in the chat right now. Steve Tucker with the bottom of the line qualifying in GTD class. He says he's on cruise control to secure the championship, but tonight he's probably going to fall behind unless he wins due to some misfortune from the rest of the field.
Absolutely. Steve Tucker, he said he's not very good here. But we're going to see how that plays out.
You know, he might just be trying to tell his competitors he's sandbag qualifying. He's just trying to say, oh, guys, I ain't that good, so that he can just blow their doors off and, you know, destroy the entire field.
Oh my goodness, Daryl Young, the richest man on the internet, a $4.99 super chat. He says, let's go Tucker. Christian, we're going to start rooting for Steve Tucker.
Steve Tucker, as he is saying in the chat that this was advertised as a day race. This is like the second race in a row that was supposed to be day, but we're going to go into the night.
Absolutely, as these guys are going to be gridding up here just about now. It is time to get it going. I'm waiting for the front runners to grid up. But let's get some patented Hutchinson Motorsports TV tunes, and we're going to get going. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Motor City Racing here at Suzuka. And tonight's starting lineup is as follows in your GTP class. From the front row on the pole in the number 93 machine, Nate Benarowitz. On his outside in the 21, Braden Carlson. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the number 29, Chris Damcolor. On his outside, the 79, Michael Stewart. Row number 3 on the inside in the 888, Julian Padilla. On his outside in the 8, Mr. Miller. Row number 4 on the inside, going to be the number 57, Michael iRacing. And rounding out the GTP field, folks, he's known for junking everybody around him, but he's fast. It's Om Prajapati.
Moving on back to your LMP2 class. In the pole position, you find Sean Atkins. To his outside in the 36, Trent Balak. And moving on back to row number 2, you find the 88 of Casey Catola. And to his outside, the most popular guy on X, Papa Slander. In the next row, you find Peter Petrucci in the 214 and John Espada on the back end of the LMP2 class.
Going back to the GT3s, they're all bunched together. There's 2 different classes, though. So in the front, it's going to be Alex Lalande, followed by Edison Toole, Jack Peterson, Scott Smith, Herbert Panina Sr., Tyler Mantle, Caleb O'Remount, Chris Hoyt, Drake Garrison, Matthew Elmore, Puddles the Duck, Corey Sertoff, Marcus Taylor, Logan Manor, Christopher Santiago, Marco Benetti, Steve Tucker, Eric Jeffrey, Jake Young, Drew Leonard, Austin, Mark Ossier, and starting last, rounding out the field, Tyler Merritt.
I just can't wait tonight. This is going to be a great race. I feel it in my bones.
I am pumped up. You know, this is the first time we've been here at Suzuka, folks. First time we've been in, oh, no, that's a lie. We were at Japan last season with the Superstar ARCA East Series. We had a race at Motegi, I believe, and that was a fun one. So let's see if this one can live up to the hype, as well as Nate Benarowitz is leading the pack. Braden Carlson behind him. Green flag in the air. GTPs are underway.
As they get rolling, we go back to the LMP2s who are making their way through this little S. It is 3 wide already. We ain't even made it to the line. Second place is blinking. Oh, man. And here they are.
And in the GT3s, taking the green right here, we saw the LMP2s going 3 wide through the S's here. GTP's going to play it a little safer, but Christopher Santiago is jumping. Take a look.
This might be a multi-car crash. Let's see what happened here.
Definitely is. Steve Tucker involved as well. They go 4 wide. Oh, they just stop, actually.
Oh, well.
Yeah, just a little bit of a checkup.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have to do a little bit of a system restart here. I will be back momentarily.
All right, Christian Taylor going to head out. Got his junk computer messing up here. Look out. Nate Benarowitz gets a little loose off the corner. He's going to give up some momentum. Here comes Braden Carlson. Carlson in the second position with Chris Damcollier right behind him, and the leader's going to spin out. Nate Benarowitz loops it around, gives up the race lead. He's going to fall all the way to last. In the LMP2s, we drop back Sean Atkins out front like usual, like clockwork. This man is always out front. He is your leader in the LMP2s. In the GTD Pro class, Alex Lalande in the 72 machine. He's still driving for Hutchison Motorsports TV, folks. He is your race leader. Then we go back to the GTDs. Caleb Ulrimau out front in that number 37 machine with Matthew Elmore in second. These guys racing hard. It's already night here. We are in Japan. No lights on this track. It's nothing but headlights around at Suzuka here at the Grand Prix in Japan. Let's take a look here as we watch them rip it around. Julian Padilla in the third position. And folks, you know, Daryl Young is pulling for Steve Tucker. Well, Daryl, we're going to do you a solid here, buddy. Get ready because we got something coming for you right now. Hang on. Here's Steve Tucker. He's running in 11th in the GTDs. He's slow. He's junk. He's not going to win tonight, but we're going to pull him in here for a live interview while we are under green. Let me find him. Steve Blickup in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, you know, we figured you're going so slow, may as well pull you up in the booth. We're not going to slow you down at all. How is the car feeling out there right now?
Oh, the car feels like an absolute plow truck right now. I mean, it's race advertised like a day race, and right now it's basically midnight, so it feels like on the sim. So, I mean, you know, you practice one way, you expect a loose track, right, for daytime sun conditions. But tighten the car up, obviously, for that reason. But now it's just extra tight because it's nighttime and it's cooler. So, I mean, I wish communication was a bit better. But besides that, yeah, we're doing great right here in P last.
Yeah, you know, the car's looking good, as always, with the Harpoon design paint scheme on it. And, you know, obviously it's not a great race for you so far, but it really doesn't matter. It seems like all you need to do is just log laps the rest of the season to bring home the championship.
Yeah, the car looks fantastic. You really can't even see it on screen because of the darkness. But you know what? In Victory Circle, maybe at some point, or maybe not today for sure, but maybe next week for the championship, you'll get a better picture of the car. But we're going to try and climb through the field today, and hopefully a lot of guys make some mistakes here, and we'll go from there. Try and live.
Looks like we got some new software. We're going to brighten up the screen just a little bit here. So that's going to help a little bit with the viewers. But we know you guys are out there basically in the pitch black.
Yeah, from a driver standpoint, it's not terrible. I mean, you know, I've done enough endurance racing and GT3 racing in general to kind of, you know, have an idea for it. And luckily here, it's not too bad as far as conditions. There's no, you know, lights that actually are on the track surface, but you kind of get used to it if you've done enough racing in the past. And right now, it's not too bad as it is. Once it gets pitch black, they might change the game a bit, but we'll see some guys make mistakes for sure once we get past the halfway point, I feel like.
Absolutely, and Christian Taylor just popped back in the booth. Christian, you got anything for Steve? He is our in-race reporter, you know, while he's out there basically logging laps tonight.
Just, you know, I'll say, you know, congratulations on your championship run so far. Looking forward to seeing you take that home next week.
Yeah, Le Mans is a lot of fun. That'll be a fun track to do it in. Definitely a tough track. Hopefully we get some nice sunshine in that race as I almost blow through turn one.
It's probably going to be dark.
But yeah, should be a lot of fun, man. It's been a good season so far.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we wish you the best of luck. You know, try to keep the nose clean, keep that Harpoon design car looking good.
Yes, sir, boys.
So we send Steve Tucker back up on his way. He is putting around there. Christian looks like he's just logging laps, trying to bring home a championship this season.
Yeah, and you know, that's one good thing about it for him is even though he has some unfortunate events happening here tonight, but fortunately it's not going to affect him too much.
You know, Steve brought up a point saying it was advertised as a day race and we're here in the night. Well, I'm not sure about all that, but all I know, Chris Damcollier in the second position trying to run back down Braden Carlson in the GTP class lead.
You know what? We're going to check the schedule live and see what it was advertised as. I'm going to do this right now.
I'm pretty sure he's right, but nonetheless, we're watching Braden Carlson rip it around. Let's see what Sean Atkins out front is doing in the LMP2 class. A 1.2 second lead as Trent Blaylock in second is blinking pretty badly there in the LMP2 class. And a rough race for Casey Catola. CK running 5th out of 6 LMP2s here tonight. He is struggling.
Yep. Somebody spun earlier, so we'll probably have to see what it is. There might be a big crash on the field. Oh my gosh!
That's an aggressive move there. Oh God! Look out!
Oh no! Oh! Oh my God! He might be dead.
Marcus Taylor is dead. Eric Jeffrey's dead as well. Let's see this from Eric Jeffrey's view here. He's just an innocent bystander, folks. Eric Jeffrey, he's just like wham!
Oh man, minding his own business, just gets slapped in the face.
He is not happy. Wow. That is a brutal move.
There are Canadians watching all across our northern continent that are very upset right now.
Yeah, can you believe it? What a rough weekend for Canadians. First, they had to stomach the Blue Jays loss, and now their fan favorite, Eric Jeffrey, is junk, and he's headed down pit road.
Yeah, my goodness. Gutting, absolutely gutting for them.
And speaking of weapons,
the only thing
here,
worse.
Real quick, though, let's jump up here. We've got Om Prajapati, the Indian nuclear missile, running in the 5th position. He is just licking his chops. Who's he going to get next, Christian?
Well, you know, Nate's behind him. That last time we saw him race, him and Nate Narzowitz got into it. And oh boy, were there fireworks over that one.
Yeah, you know, Christian, I think you were gone when it happened, but Benarowitz, he was out front and he spun out. He was actually your leader in the class, spins out, goes from first to last early on.
You know, this has just been a terrible day when it comes to gutting moves. You know, with Denny Hamlin losing, that's the only thing. That's what I was going to say. If you're Canadian, the only thing that can make your week worse, excuse me, is being a Denny Hamlin fan right now.
Yeah, and in the chat, Christian, we've got Ian Drennan. Normally, Ian Drennan's out here junking a Hutchinson Motorsports TV GTP, but thankfully he was unable to make it, so he saved a little bit of money this week at least. But Ian says that he is watching and throwing slander at CK since he can't be here. Well, Ian, you got a lot of material to work with tonight because CK, Casey Catola, is junk tonight. He's running in the 5th position.
Yeah, he's even getting beat by Papa Slander. So, Ian, you got to catch up. You got to catch up to compete with Papa Slander because he is used to throwing shade at the drivers.
Yeah, Papa Slander, he's already tweeting, actually, making fun of CK for being behind him.
It's just, you know, part of the trade there. It's disturbing, actually.
Yeah, let's take a look. You know, it's pitch black out here. I don't know if I can fly this drone, Christian, but you know what? I'm going to try it. Give me a minute.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to lose a drone. I promise you this. You
All
just
right,
keep an eye
we're
on
here,
this.
Suzuka, Japan. I'm flying around in the dark. Trust me, it's not as bright as it looks like on the screen. I can't see anything. These drones, they don't have headlights. But here's Papa Slander. He's running in the 3rd position in the LMP2 class. Let me see if I can get a better look here at this beautiful car. What do you see,
Watch
Christian?
it. Careful, Blake. I see the beautiful MCR logo. I see you getting too close to that tail fin. You're going to cause damage. They're very... Oh, my... Careful. Oh my goodness, I'm scared.
Christian, I'm getting pretty good at this. I don't... Look out!
Yeah, see, getting pretty good at this, huh? Oh my God, Blake, look at the chat. It's actually Anthony Hutchinson.
Anthony
He's
Hutchinson
talking.
is tuned in. Still early. CK can make a run. Well, we'll see, Anthony. Wow, what happened, Anthony? Why couldn't you make the flight out to Japan? Is it true they took your passport at the airport or what? Jack Peterson with a $2 super chat. Jack Peterson, man, this guy must be loaded, Christian. Unbelievable. $2 super chat from Jack Peterson. He says, man, this race got dark. He's
Dark
racing, Christian.
indeed.
He's racing.
What? Did you
at
super
this.
chat while race? This is the first time ever.
Oh my
No one
goodness.
has ever super chatted on YouTube while in the middle of an iRace before.
We're on board with Jack Peterson. He's got his phone in his right hand. That's why you can only see his left hand, folks. Jack Peterson is tuned in to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. He's throwing super chats.
Look at the in-car dash. He has HMS TV down there on the dash.
Oh my goodness. This is unsafe, but hey, we're all right with it, aren't we, Christian?
absolutely 100%. It may be a little bit, unorthodox, but who cares here?
Jack Peterson, he's currently running in the 4th position in the GTD Pro class. He's rocking the McLaren here, Christian. This thing sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It just sounds beautiful. Anthony Hutchinson in the chat says he was at dinner with his in-laws. They took a little bit long. Wait, so if Anthony Hutchinson is your long-lost first cousin and he had dinner with his in-laws, did he have dinner with, like, your family, your immediate family then?
I don't know, Anthony. He doesn't keep me in the loop for anything. He really doesn't like me. I'm not sure why, Anthony. If you could let the chat know. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got to learn how to put this Hutchinson family drama aside. It's been too much. From meeting him in the coffee shop in St. Paul and walking out on him, and to multiple missed calls and unreturned texts. We got to get to the bottom of this.
Absolutely. And take a look, Christian. What do you see here? The number 1 of Matthew Elmore. Here it comes. Listen in. Matthew Elmore. Look at this beautiful machine. Unbelievable.
This is the sounds of America. He's got the overalls. He's got the pot on his head. And he doesn't believe in wearing a full face safety helmet with Hans device. He is racing with that pot on his head too.
Literally, he's wearing overalls with no undershirt and the pot on his head. He is in the car right now, and he is your GTD leader ahead of Logan Manor, who's right behind him.
Absolutely, and the car screams America.
Nothing is more American than this right here, folks. Matthew Elmore rocking his bad, fast, American-made Ford Mustang. And here comes, oh, look out, Logan Manor tries to make a move, and he spins it out. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. We might have to take a look back at that one.
Yeah, let's take a look here, folks, see what Logan Manor sees. So here's Logan Manor sneaking up on the GTD leader, wants to take over that lead, hits the curb, gets up on the back, checks it up a little too hard, and went.
I know what happened. He slammed on the brakes, and that car just hooked itself, basically.
Absolutely. So Corey Sertoff going to take over the 2nd position in the GTD class. Let's take a look at your GTD Pro leader here, Christian. There was some breaking news dropped earlier this week, folks. A lot of people, they say, oh, Alex Lalonde, he wins so much. Well, folks, it wasn't good enough here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Next season, Christian, we fired him. He's gone.
Gone? Well, does that mean I get to keep my pay?
No.
Being you got rid of a driver and...
Not at all. Not at all, Christian. That's not how it works. But anyways, Alex Lalonde, so he comes in here, he's talking all big how good he is at these GTDs and that he's going to win a championship. Well, he doesn't get the job done. He missed a couple races. He's lost a couple races. And, Christian, you know what the final straw was with Alex Lalonde?
What was that, Blake?
There was a Mazda Miata race in the MX-5s. We were at the Charlotte Roval. It was late night series here with Motor City Racing. I put Alex Lalonde in the best machine out there. It was actually, honestly, it was illegal. And he went out there and just absolutely embarrassed himself. He was crashing all over the place. He took out poor Casey Catola, and it was honestly just insulting seeing him out there.
Well, absolutely. Casey Catola used to getting took out, but that's still no excuse for Alex Lalonde.
Now let's take a look here at Casey Catola in the 4th position, trying to work up through the field in the LMP2s. Can he get around Papa Slander, Christian? What do you think?
I think that even if he tries, he's probably just going to get took out anyway. Papa Slander is not going to let anybody pass him tonight. I was actually talking to him before the race tonight, Blake.
What's that?
He said that aside from his tweets, if anyone tries to pass him tonight, he's just going to dump him because he knows he's the best there is and ever would be.
I believe it. Casey Catola, he tends to like doing that. So let's take a look, though, at Jack Peterson, who sent a super chat while he's out here racing. And in the chat, though, it looks like Ian Drennan just said, hey, Jack, you're only 7 seconds away from Alex Lalonde. You know what to do. So keep an eye on Jack Peterson. He might take out Alex Lalonde if he gets up there.
And we definitely have to keep watching as he's going to have to hit the brakes there.
But here's Chris Damcollier in the 1st position in your GTP class and your overall leader. Let's hop on board, see what he's seeing. Oh, hang on. Just got a wreck here. Herbert Panetta Sr. is junk. See what happened here to Herbert.
Looks like he's already kind of slow heading down the straightaway.
Slide job.
And spinner. He's gonna stop. Let's see if he. We're gonna keep on rolling.
We're gonna hop on board. Let's take a look. This has to be super sketchy out here, Christian, with 4 different classes of cars. You're out here in the fastest of them in the GTPs. As the race leader, you gotta get through the traffic as quick as you can if you're Chris Damcollier.
When we rejoined the camera there, was he flashing his lights for no apparent reason?
He might have been. He's probably celebrating the win already, even though he's got 44 minutes left.
Oh, as unrelated to this, Nate Benarjewicz has a meatball as he's going into the pits.
I see he went off track, but I don't see that he crashed. Let's take a look. Somebody's flashing the lights. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, he flashed his lights just so everybody could see him junk it. Eric Jeffries jumped.
He was like, look at me, look at me. Bam.
Wow, the Canadian, a rough race for him. Eric Jeffries was junked earlier by somebody else. Well, this one wasn't somebody else's fault. He does it himself.
He hits the rumble strips and then slides into the wall. That's his second hard hit of the night. Definitely going to be concussed over that one.
Absolutely. Nate Benarowitz down pit road. What happened there for Benarowitz? It's early in this race. I don't think this is a scheduled pit stop, Christian.
What? Well, we just watch him get the meatball?
Oh, no, you're right. Maybe he did. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I was thinking it was Chris Damclear out front. Okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking it was Damclear. All right. So Benarowitz down pit road. He is junk. Going to try to fix that thing up. So we jump down to your GTD class. Matthew Elmore is your leader in these GTDs. And, man, that is one good-looking car, is it not, Christian?
It's just beautiful. Racing in his overalls and a pot out of his wife's kitchen as a helmet. You just can't beat it. It's just the sound of America.
That is the sound.
Makes you proud.
That's the sound and the look of freedom right there. Matthew Elmore trying to get it done for the entire country of the United States of America.
Trying to teach the Japanese another lesson.
There were rumors, when we shipped in all these cars across the ocean, they tried to not allow this car to get into the country, Christian. We threatened to pull our broadcast off the air if Matthew Elmore's USA paint scheme wasn't out on the track. They let him right in, Christian.
I bet they did, as Caleb Olimao seems to have had some misfortune.
That's unfortunate. He was leading some laps earlier and he wrecked once, and it looks like he had another bad wreck. Let's see what happened. Aggressive move here. God, he's
There's a side-by-side.
Trying to door that guy, and he overshoots him. Shortcut.
Yeah. Look out! Oh, my gosh.
I don't think that's legal there, Christian.
Well, if it works for Connor Zilich in the NASCAR Cup Series, it could work for Ole Mao here in Motor City Racing, right?
Yeah, he did it in Portland, and here's Herbert Panetta down pit road. He might be junk as well.
Oh, wow. As our whole board just lit up red, it looks like Om Prajapati and Alex Lalonde might have been in the crash.
Shocker. Om Prajapati is junk. Let's see what happened. Slide job.
Oh, no. Right in front of Alex Lalonde, who avoided him.
Yeah, Lalonde slams the brake. Prajapati. He tried to take out Lalonde, but he just missed him. And here's Steve Tucker. He's in the top 10 now in the GTD class, Christian. They keep reckoning he might get a top 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's how he got his another win recently. So he's just going to consistency is key.
Absolutely. And folks, we appreciate you tuning in, spending your Sunday night right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Be sure to click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to take our first break of the night. Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you. We'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in. You're at Suzuka with Motor City Racing.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Suzuka. You're watching Motor City Racing IMSA style action. Good racing so far here Sunday night at Suzuka. We are into minute 25. You're watching Drake Garrison in the 7th position in the GTD Pro class.
Blake, what the heck, man? Have you checked emails today?
Nah, I haven't looked at my email last few nights. Christian, what's going on?
Dude, you gotta get on this. Drake Garrison has multiple emails in here talking about breach of contract. Alex Lalonde is suing us for breach of contract. It states here that he had 3 years in his contract, and we're firing him after 6 months.
That is totally false. That's ridiculous. Hang on, Christian. No way.
Did you sign him for a 3-year deal and firing him after 6 months, Blake?
I'm not going to get into that, Christian. All I know is he's not going to be driving for us anymore. Alex Lalonde did a bad job, so we fired him.
Drake Garrison states that this is a $2.5 million lawsuit, Blake. What are we going to do?
What a whiner. Alex Lalonde, boy, what a whiner. I tell you what, you do a bad job and you get fired, and then you sue your employer. That's ridiculous.
There's also defamation, stating that we called him junk, quote, 375 times.
I mean, whenever you're driving like junk, Christian, that's what we do here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
And also emotional distress and negligence, and there's even criminal charges on that one.
Well,
this is just, oh my God.
Don't worry, we've got great lawyers, Christian. We'll be all right. I'm gonna get us out of this.
I hope you do, Blake, because I mean, you already don't pay me enough, and then are going to cut my pay. Then what are we going to do when we have to pay a $2.5 million settlement?
Yeah, your pay might have to get cut a little bit, Christian.
It's a good thing we do not own the Hutchinson Motorsports TV blimp anymore, and Brantley Roden sponsored us with the HarpoonDesign.com blimp.
Christian, we're in Japan. I mean, there's no way he made it out here all the way in Japan, right?
Blake, look up in the sky.
Oh my good, the Harpoon Design blimp. Wow, what a view. Brantley Roden is ripping it around. It's like midnight here, Christian, and we're in the middle of Japan. He flew this thing all the way from Chicago.
I asked him if he was coming out, and he was like, dude, do you not know that I installed jets on the back of the Harpoon Design blimp? And I was like, you did? He was like, yeah, check this out. And he took me for a ride, and it glued me into my seat. He was traveling like mock chicken. It was amazing.
And take a look on your screen, flying by right now, the Harpoon Design blimp. That's what it looks like. This thing is incredible. Brantley Roden can drive this thing anywhere, not across just the country, but across the world. We're in Japan, literally as far as you can get away from Chicago. We're at Suzuka.
Yep, HarpoonDesign.com. Head on over there. You'll see the beautiful Harpoon logo, and underneath that, as we get a good shot of the bridge there from the blimp, underneath that you'll see the little red box that you could place your order. You get like a little Google form, tell him what you want, give him some, pictures of like your inspiration, and he will get to work right away. And Blake, paints start at only $25 over on HarpoonDesign.com.
That's correct. I've paid double than that for worse paints, honestly.
Absolutely. I mean, some of those painters out there, just for starting, they make you a paint, give it to you, and they're like, all right, that'd be $45, please. And you're like, for what? You use like basic trading paints design, iRacing paints designs.
Yeah, and all of Brantley Roden's paint schemes are actually all original. He actually makes every one of them. He's not stealing people's paints and changing stickers like some others do.
Yeah, I mean, so definitely head on over to HarpoonDesign.com today. And Connor Gerard in the chat says, I'm going to need a pay raise, and I agree with him. So
Connor,
you need to listen to Connor Gerard.
No,
Blake.
Connor, you need to stop right there, buddy, all right? Let's take a look at the Hutchinson Motorsports TV drone cam. I got another one out here, Christian. Here's your LMP2 leader, Sean Atkins, out front. That's a good-looking car itself there, huh?
Absolutely. That's, can't really see it. Watch out. There's so many billboards at this track tonight, Blake. You better hit one.
Good view there.
Oh, my gosh. It's just beautiful.
That is incredible.
Even in the night, it's like the blue glows.
And boy, he's just so fast. He's led every second out front in this LMP2 class. He's a 5-second lead on Trent Blaylock, but Casey Catola has worked himself into the 3rd position.
Casey on a mission to try to salvage the evening. He had some misfortune. I don't know if he got loose, spun out at the beginning or not, but he's working his way back up within a second of second place triple lock, and then he has 6 seconds to the leader.
Meanwhile, it looks like Corey Sertoff has taken over the race lead. I'm not sure if that's on a pit strategy or what was going on, but we do know Matthew Elmore was, well, no, he just passed him. Matthew Elmore's a second or two behind him, so Elmore must have had an incident off the track or something. And Drake Garrison crashed. Ha, Drake. Let's take a look. That's what you get for trying to sue us. Here he is.
Oh my gosh, there goes another defamation lawsuit. Oh my, there's 2. Blake, calm down, Blake. You're costing us more money.
Well, Drake Garrison spins it around. Let's see if, oh, we almost got hit again. Corey Sertoff out front in the GTD class, your race leader there. And the GTD pros, Alex Lalonde. Sean Aikens still out front. Oh, looks out. Almost smoked the guy there that spun out. Well, Aikens out front, and then Braden Carlson, your GTP leader.
Why is my phone ringing already? Hello? This is Drake Garrison's... he's already filing charges, Blake. He's already filing paperwork from the car.
Oh, gosh.
Everyone's soft these days.
This is crazy. We're getting sued left and right here. You know, I had a guy on Saturday night. He rage quit the league because I said something bad about him when he wrecked the field, like I said he was gonna. He rage quits the league, and now we're getting sued. And here come all the GTPs down pit road. Looks like 3 of them down there.
So wait, you said he was gonna wreck. He did, and he's mad at you.
Yep. Yeah. No. Yeah. So we were at Sonoma, you know, NASCAR road course in the trucks. This guy was in the back. I mean, he was in the way out there. He's basically like you or me out at a road course. And then so the stage is coming up. So he has a grand idea. Says, you know what? I'm gonna flip the stage because you know, as you know, at a road course in NASCAR, you pit before the stage. You know, 2 laps beforehand, and then you come off pit road, and you're still in the lead lap. So everybody's bunched up. They go into the pits. You go out front. So he's out front on 2-lap older tires in front of all the fast guys. He's like way off pace. And I said, that was a bad move. He's probably going to wreck the field. Within the same lap, Christian, he ends up junking a guy that was probably one of the favorites to win. And he was not happy with me for saying that.
Very unfortunate there, but you know what? If you lie in the bed you make. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, especially here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're known for calling it like we see it. We're not going to sugarcoat stuff or baby people or any of that. We'll make fun of you when you do something stupid, and we do something good, and we might even, you know, give you kudos as Mr. Miller going to pull off the road there.
They say if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. And if you ain't tough, then don't race on Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Absolutely. Michael Stewart here in that number 79 machine running 4th in your GTP class. Let's hop on board. You know, it's kind of crazy how fast these GTPs are ripping it around. Let's take a look at this bridge up here you've been talking about, Christian. Right here.
Yep, it's a beautiful bridge as it crosses over the track. On the backstretch goes under, or goes over, maybe. Goes over the front stretch.
Yeah, he loops it around. He has to go all the way around the track to go under the bridge, which, you know what, let's go to somebody else. It's a little bit closer, maybe. Hang on. I'm just randomly clicking, trying to find somebody. I can't find anybody over there. Is this it?
Go to Casey Catola.
Is this it? Yeah, right here.
So they're going to be going under the bridge.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. You know that's got to be loud right there, echoing off the belly of that bridge.
That's pretty cool, though. I don't think I've really seen a racetrack that does that has a bridge you'll literally drive over while you're racing.
Yep, this is one of, according to my notes, it was one of the only ones.
Yeah, you know, our research department, very thorough, so pretty cool stuff. Here's Caleb Allred-Mao in the 2nd position in your GTD class, trying to reel in Corey Sertoff, who is 17 seconds out front. Here comes all your GTD Pro class. Lalani down pit road, followed by Toole, Peterson, Mantle, and Hoyt.
So the only other tracks that seem to have a bridge, aside from, you know, like go-kart tracks, is Motegi. When you're running the twin ring Motegi, it has the road course and the oval goes above the road course.
It's definitely some interesting track. This is honestly like probably the longest track I've seen. You know, a lot of tracks, you know, they're just big circles with a bunch of random turns. Well, this thing, look at it. It's like you go straight for a while, you have a sharp turn, you go straight again, you have a sharp turn, kind of all over the place, a little funky.
Well, you know, you look at this track and see how long it was. Let me check. I think it said it was 5 miles, was it? No, 3.6 miles. And the San Diego road course next year that the NASCAR Cup Series is going to be running on the naval base is 3.4 miles.
Steve Tucker just junked it, Christian. Let's see what happened here.
Well, he's driving drunk. Look at Kermit. Kermit's drunk
God.
tonight. Oh, he
Got
gets
smoked.
destroyed. Oh, my gosh. He got dumped.
Not sure if he like brake checks this guy or what. I mean, hang on. Let's get a little review here.
Who was that?
Coming off the corner here. It's Steve's.
The 17.
I mean, Steve's. Oh, I think Steve wanted to go down pit road there, so he checks up to go down pit road, and then the guy just obviously didn't expect it, and wham. It's Logan Manor.
Unfortunate night. Logan Manor just ended Steve Tucker's night. Now he's driving with no headlights. As he doesn't pit. He's driving no headlights and doesn't even pit. There's no way he's making it around.
I kind of hope he stays out there. That'd be interesting. Steve last second, I guess, to licks the pit. Bam. Nope. Don't.
Oh man, I guess I can't really call it out, maybe, but I don't know. That's interesting.
You know, I mean, not everybody's listening to the radio chat as well, so that's just, I don't know,
True.
tough call there.
He may have called it out.
It happens, unfortunately, you know, part of racing. So Steve Tucker is junk, so is Logan Manor. But Peter Petrucci in the 5th position in the LMP2 has been a rough night for him. He is pretty far back there. Alex Lalonde out of Canada, still your leader in the GTD Pros. 10-second lead for him in the GTDs. Look who's leading the GTDs, Christian.
Oh, this guy. This dude hates me, Blake. I don't even want to talk about him. I tried to let bygones be bygones. You know, me and Beyond Johnny were talking about this the other day. And I tried to get his number from Beyond Johnny. Puddles' number. I wanted to call and bury the hatchet. Beyond Johnny said, man, Puddles told me, like, to never even talk to you about him. And I'm like, dude, like, I want to bury the hatchet, be done. And I walked up to him tonight in the paddock. And I have you know, Puddles just once again looked at me dead in the eyes. And walked away.
Yeah, you know, I've seen it before. One time me and Puddles, we were, you know, talking over some business stuff. We had some papers out on the table. We're sitting there chatting. Christian walks up. He says, hey, Blake, hey, Puddles. Puddles grabs all his papers. You know, they're all spread out throughout the table. Bunches them up, and you know how you grab them and you bang them on the table to straighten them up? He just did that, got them on the table, straightened them up, got up and left, didn't say a word.
Yeah, just walked away. I've never had someone to hate me as much as Puddles, and one day I hope we can make amends and let bygones be bygones, but until then, I don't know.
But he's looking pretty good. He is your GTD leader. Might be on a pit strategy. I don't know what's happening, but all I know, he is out front for now. But we're here in the minute number 38, almost 39, so we're well over halfway done. Who's going to bring home the win here at Suzuka? It's Carlson, Atkins, Lalonde, and Puddles right now.
You know, I kind of hope he wins. I want to be the one to interview him, Blake.
He might not go on
I'm
the
sure
interview.
he'll talk to me then.
You'd probably
Oh,
just
my
skip the
goodness.
interview, honestly. But Michael Stewart looking pretty good. He's running second here in your GTP class. Meanwhile, Owen Prajapati, been a rough day for him. He junked it earlier. He's back out there about 3 minutes off the pace here between him and the 4th position of Mr. Miller.
Ooh, got some GT3 traffic here in front of Mr. Miller.
He's flashing his
Let's
lights.
see.
So
Let's watch him.
should be able to pass.
Let's watch him live work around him. Yep, he's going to go all the way to
Yeah,
the
he-
inside of GG3 yields.
You know, he was struggling to get around him. He flashed his lights, and then he was able to pass him easy. So that's honestly the key. When you're in these GTP cars, you need to flash your lights at every single car, and it should be a lot easier for you.
That's how you do it. Absolutely.
Yep, doesn't bother people at all, honestly. How about Scott Smith here? Ripping it around. He's in the second position right now in the GTD Pros. Alex Lalonde out front by 11.5 seconds. That's a good-looking car. That thing looks a little different. I'm not sure we've had one of these out here. You're our manufacturer expert, Christian.
Scott Smith in the Porsche. We've had plenty of Porsches.
No, we haven't.
There's Drake Garrison Porsche.
No, that's not actually true. But Sean Atkins out front in the LMP2 class, your leader. He is looking bad fast. 6 seconds ahead of Trent Blaylock, who's just been blinking everywhere this whole race.
Well, you know, and we're not going to talk about Michael Stewart in his Porsche in the GTP, or Chris Damoclear in his Porsche.
Gotta blow his tires
There's
up.
been, well, that's what you do. You know, you just got to break the draft, warm your tires. It is what it is.
That's got to be the key here, you know, if you're ripping around Suzuka, breaking the draft. I'm out here. I'm probably swerving every single straightaway. Nobody's getting a draft on me.
That's how you do it, Blake. You just got to keep them from gaining on you.
That is the key. But we got Connor Gerard tuned in. He's always watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Connor, have you let us know yet what the Connor Gerard intensity meter is at? It's kind of crazy, though, Christian. Connor, he'd watch anything we broadcast. It doesn't matter if it's IMSA. It could be NASCAR trucks, Gen 4 Cup. It doesn't matter. If Hutchinson Motorsports TV is live, you're going to see Connor Gerard, and he's going to be tuned in from start to finish.
Yep, and actually, Connor Gerard says somehow magically Tucker will lead out of nowhere and no one will find out how. That's his prediction for tonight.
Yeah, I think that's a pipe dream, unfortunately, Connor, because Steve Tucker, right now, where is he at? He's up to the 6th position, you know. He's just staying out of trouble. He's a lap down. I'm sure he was all prepared for a day race, Christian. He's probably practiced for hours on end. He was ready for this day race. He might have won it, but since it's night, he's struggling.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate for him. Hopefully when we go to the final next week, it's actually a day race, or we'll have to hear him very upset again.
I kind of hope it's a night race. That'd be pretty funny.
I think so too.
But how about this man right here, Braden Carlson? He's been killing it here in the GTP class. In a minute, number 43, your race leader, a 4-second gap. You know, this race isn't over, but it would definitely take a mistake or something bad to happen to lose this race.
You know, we've seen it happen before.
Yes, we sure have, but we appreciate you folks tuning in here. Sunday night action with Motor City Racing on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight we're here at Suzuka in the IMSA style racing. Tomorrow night we're going to be back here with Flim Dogs. That's the Wheels America Racing Cup Series. We are in the next gen. And then Tuesday night we're going to have Stars and Stripes Series action. Wednesday we're going to have the Superstar ARCA Cup Series as well as the GLSR Mr. Radiator trucks, both going on at the same time. Then Thursday we're going to be back here with Average Joe's Sim Racing Truck Series, and which is put on by Growmasters. Great series there. Friday night we take off. We do our Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for No Cash Fun events. Boy, we had a great race this Friday, Christian. You should have been there. That was a fun one. And then Saturday we finish out the week with the Redemption iRacing Truck Series.
Just a jam-packed schedule.
Absolutely, and check out the description of the video. That's where you can join our Discord. There's going to be a link in there. Join the Discord. Check it out. That's where we put all the info for the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Dash for No Cash events and a lot of other cool stuff going on. Definitely check that out when you get a minute. Pop Slander in the 3rd position in the LP2s. What are you seeing out of Slander here, Christian?
You know, he's moving on in the 3rd position, still beating Casey Catola. And let's count 1, 2, 10, 20, 35, 85 tweets tonight, Blake. In this race alone, 45 minutes, 85 tweets.
Since the start of the race while he's racing, Christian?
Yes. 86. He just tweeted again talking
God.
about he says we need to worry about calling the race more than his tweet count.
This is crazy.
Oh, he is throwing shade at us.
Okay. All right, Papa, we see that. We'll remember that. Hey, Christian, we haven't shown our fans yet, but if you're just tuned in here for the first time in the last week or so, on the board, take a look. We got the Hutchinson Motorsports TV battle board. These are the closest battles for position on the track. And boy, this is some handy stuff. The position on there, that's the overall position. So Tyler Mantle, he's trying to hold off Jack Peterson. Looks like 2/10 separate those two. That's the 14th overall position. Here it is.
And Puddles
the Duck popping
Puddles,
on the board here. He's got a 3/10 lead on Corey Surtoff. And then we also got Drake Garrison holding off Caleb Ulrey-Mao in the 20th position. Pretty cool to see.
And Puddles the Duck's lead is actually shrinking to Corey Surtoff.
Yeah, it's jumping up and down a lot. And, a big part of that, whenever there's a sharp corner, you're obviously going to, close that gap in quickly. And then it updates every single millisecond. So it keeps up to pace there as you see Jack Peterson. Oh, Tyler Mantle looking to make the pass on Peterson. There it is. So the battle board paying off dividends here. Let us know that they were door to door. And here they are, side by side battle for the 14th overall position. That's a battle for 4th in the GTD Pros.
Yep, they settle there side by side, but the car behind him is not done just yet. Tyler Mantle, that is. Looks like he is now as Jack's driving away.
So we take that off and take a look at this. This here isn't going to be ideal for multi-class racing. We're going to have our fastest 5 laps pop up. Obviously, they're going to be GTPs. This works a lot better in single-class racing. But there you go. The Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Quick time. That's Braden Carlson with the fastest lap of the session. A 1:47.86. Nate Bernard with second. Chris Dampler third. And we got the lap leader here. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Nate's flying to be back there after some unfortunate starts.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some speed, but yeah, he loops it around, unfortunately. And here's a good one right here, your Hutchinson Motorsports TV hard chargers. This isn't really perfect again for multi-class racing. That's going to count all class passes. So let's say a GTP starts dead last in the field for some reason, doesn't qualify. All those other class cars you pass is going to be counted. So there you have it, though. Plus 8 positions, Puddles the Duck, Corey Surtoff, and Steve Tucker.
Well, with almost 13 minutes remaining, can Puddles the Duck hold it off? But we jump up to Chris Damclear, who is 11 seconds, almost 12 behind the Cadillac race leader of Brandon Carlson in his Porsche.
Absolutely. We jump around. Alex Lalonde putting on a show here. He's up 13.5 seconds in the GTD Pro class. Scott Smith in second. Hoping to reel him in, but I think those hopes are long gone unless he gets jumped.
Like, he's suing us. Why are we even putting him on our screen?
Well, I have to at least pretend, we're trying. Kind of like NASCAR. You know how they made those rules for 2311 to make all the races? Not like they really care that they did. They needed it for the try.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so we have specific duties to show the leader of each class for such amount of time.
Yeah, trust me, this guy's toasting court fishing. I'm going to make sure of it.
Well, I hope so for all of our sakes. But Puddles the Duck, I kind of hope he wins so we can finally. I'm going to do the interview, and I guarantee you, people, he'll talk to me once he wins.
I don't know, Christian. Look who's reeling him in quickly. Corey Surtoff. He is half a second behind him. It's like Julian Padilla jumping.
We might interview him anyway if he finishes second. We'll see.
Take a look here. Julian Padilla in the GTP class goes into the corner. Slide job, almost saves it. Unable to do so.
He's going to not hit the wall. Unfortunately, Suzuka's a forgiving track, it appears, to if you spin it around. But, not so much for other people earlier in the race for sure.
Yeah, we're on board here. Corey Surtoff in the second position, half a second behind Puddles the Duck in a battle for the win in the GTD class. Can Surtoff pull it off? This is the closest battle for a race, for a class win right now.
Puddles and Corey are sweating bullets. They know what this could mean. They know that Steve Tucker, your points leader, is down and out. Can they do anything to catch him in that points battle?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, you know, and you're going to see some fast traffic come up on him here in a little bit, I'm sure. You know, you got all these other classes that are quicker than him, so going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Can Puddles the Duck hold on for about 9.5 more minutes out front, or is Surtov going to find a way in his BMW GT3 back around Puddles?
It's definitely going to be the battle to watch, as this is going to be the only... unless Tyler Romano catches Jack Peterson, this will be the only battle we see for the rest of the race, probably.
It is definitely the best battle on the track, and it's not even close right now. And it's the one with most on the line, honestly. You know, everybody wants to pull off a win here, and I believe neither of these guys have won this season in the GTV class. So, you know, both of them are pretty hungry right now.
Let's add up the seconds. There is 34 seconds of lead between the GTP, LMP2, and GTD Pro. And of course, the GTD lead does not even add anything to that because he is there. He is there, ladies and gentlemen.
He's just waiting to pounce. You know, it's tough to pass here at Suzuka. You really got to pick and choose your battles, get a good exit maybe on one of these long straightaways. So we're going to see what Corey Surtov has up his sleeve as they're coming up on a slower car here.
Corey's going to be looking to what Puddles is going to do on the slower car as he gets a little bit of a run down the stretch, but here in the braking zone, they're going to narrow back out. As it definitely looks further in the in car than it actually is. Wow.
Yeah, he's staying right there with him, and he's getting a big run here, looking to the inside. Is he going to make a move? Side by side, not going to have a run, but can he get a good exit?
It looks like he was there and he had to let out of it because he almost turned Puddles. As they are just throwing it onto the rumble strips. He's going to make another peek to the inside here. Going to dive left. Cannot get there just yet.
As
of course, we're going to have a little bit of a
the
straight
bridge here shortly. You're going to take a hard right. Going to be under the bridge. You're watching a battle for the GTD win with just 7 minutes remaining here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Go through the little bit of a...
Go ahead.
They said we were going through a loop there in the track just about, and still didn't get it. Go ahead, Blake, with Connor.
I was going to say, actually, Mr. Miller just junked it here. Shortcut. Cheater. He's cheating. Oh, we got you. He's busted. We got him busted, Christian. He's done. I'm telling him.
Well, go ahead and tattle away, Blake.
He's out here cheating. Mr. Miller, I got it logged down. I already sent a message to the admins. You're done.
As Corey's all over the bumper of Puddles here. Gonna peek to the inside. Does he make the move? This is gonna be a hard left-hander. No, not yet.
Well, just hard to get around. You know, you really got to pick and choose your battles again. And how is he going to find a way around Puddles? You kind of just got to force your way in there. There's really nowhere with a lot of room. Maybe he just turned.
Oh, man. I just learned on X, we're too close to look at it right now, but Papa Slender crashed.
Uh-oh. Look at this bump draft down the long straightaway. Corey Surtov looks to the outside.
Just that ain't the move. You got to get on the inside of them at this track to even make the pass work.
Well, the bad news, though, Christian, you know, I mean, one corner's inside, the next corner is outside. So, again, it's just really hard. You got to get a big run however you do it. And Surtov is just, we know he's the faster car right now, but Puddle's doing a great job defending him. And we know Surtov, he doesn't want to junk him.
No, he's definitely trying to race him clean as we are got just over 6 minutes to go now.
Yeah, looking at the lap times for these guys, it takes 2 minutes to do a lap here. So there's just basically 3 laps remaining, give or take a lap. So Corey Surtov, he's running out of time, but he definitely, you know, he doesn't want to junk it. He wants to keep his car rolling, has to give himself a shot. Because obviously wrecking is the only way to not have a shot at taking home this win. Well, while they try to balance that back out here, Alex Lalonde, your race leader in the GTD Pros. Sean Atkins still out front, a 10-second lead about for him. Trent Blaylock in second. And Braden Carlson continues to lead, a 10-second gap for him as well in the GTPs.
With minute and 48-second laps in the GTP class, this race is almost over, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, not much time left here. And again, the main battle on the track we're watching is this one right here. Puddles the Duck trying to hold off Corey Sertoff, who keeps, he hard charges, gets to that back bumper, just can't make the pass, usually loses some ground. Here comes faster traffic. Let's see if this changes some things up.
Yeah, they got 2 cars right there just going to be trying to get around them. It's definitely going to be interesting as they don't want to yield to it right now because, as they get saved by this straightaway probably.
Yeah, that's probably the best spot that you can catch these GT3s. And uh-oh, something just came in here, folks. Daryl Young Jr., $1.99 super chat. He's asking for a Steve Tucker update. Christian, what are you seeing from Steve Tucker?
Well, he is racing back in the 6th position, 34 seconds behind 5th. Unfortunately, Steve Tucker is very drunk right now. He's been in multiple accidents tonight, and he is just trying to finish the race. He keeps pitting every lap for a beer.
You know what, Christian, your pit reporting just is subpar. So the best way to deal with this, I think, is to get the man himself in here while he's racing. Let's get Steve Tucker back in the booth one more time. Steve, Blake, and Christian in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, I sure do.
Hey, you're keeping that nose clean. You're up to 6. You think you might be able to gain one more spot, maybe get a top 5?
Not a chance of no. Right now, we've got some big damage from a couple of people earlier on. Whoever this Oz 10 guy is, I don't know who he is, but definitely should get the hell off the track. You know what I mean?
Christian, what are you seeing from Steve?
Well, I was saying that your Kermit looks very drunk, and you're very drunk yourself. You're pitting every lap to come in and get a beer, and you have it finished by the end of the next lap. Are you about to run out anytime soon?
I don't know what that means. Someone's blinking behind me and flashing their headlights. I'm not sure why, really. I'm going to let them go just because I'm one incident away from having to come down pit road and just absolutely crash out.
All right, well, hey, Steve Tucker sounds a little overwhelmed. We're going to send him back here. Best of luck, Steve. Hopefully you can bring home that car in one piece.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Boy, Steve, not very pumped. He's not having a fun time out there, it sounds like, Christian.
No, definitely not. He didn't even want to put up with some jokes. He says, just basically leave me alone. I'm trying to salvage what I can here.
Yeah, we pulled him in while he was racing. He's had a rough night, and you can tell by the tone of his voice. But you're watching Puddles the Duck. He is still leading this GTD class with just 2 minutes remaining. Looks like, Christian, I think Puddles is going to get the job done.
Yep. Finally, we get to talk to Puddles as, we got less than 2 minutes remaining. Depending on where our GTP leader is, this could be about over.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Braden Carlson, he is, let's see, he's running 1:48. I'm thinking this is going to be the white flag when he crosses this next time here, Christian.
All righty. Well, I guess we should just get back to that GTD class battle and just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, take a look here. Sertoff not giving up. He is still right there, just in striking distance, just cannot find a way around this number 7 Ford Mustang. Puddles the Duck trying to bring home his first win. Looks to the inside, but just didn't have enough momentum.
I know the heart of both of these competitors is beating out of their chest. The anticipation is through the roof. The intense meter has paid.
Let's hop on board real quick with your overall leader, Braden Carlson. Is he going to get the white flag? Keep an eye out here, Christian. See if we can see the flagman when he comes around.
He definitely will. We are less than a minute remaining. This is going to be the white flag in the air pass. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official.
There it is, white flag.
White flag in the air.
Last lap around the speedway, so let's jump back over to Puddles the Duck, your leader in the GTD class. So they're going to take the white themselves this time right here.
Yep, and we're going to just probably keep an eye on that battle the entire way around. We know who's won everything else, basically.
Absolutely. We'll try to get the finishes for the other classes, but it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe if you can keep an eye on that, Christian, and shout it out when they get nearby. But we know the first ones to cross is definitely going to be Braden Carlson in that GTP class, as Puddles the Duck right now trying to hold off Corey Sertoff, a 0.3 of a second lead, make it 4.
Yep, it's all over the bumper as Braden Carlson just went under the bridge. He's going to go around, wrap it around, and go over here momentarily, but we're still green as of now.
Now, Christian, what happens if somebody's going over that bridge and has a crazy wreck and flips?
Well, I guess they just come tumbling down.
Yeah, I guess you're going over the bridge, and next thing you know, you're, I guess, landing from over the bridge to under the bridge.
It might be a shortcut. We might need to try it. We might just found something if you could learn to jump sport cars competitively.
We got a lap car here. Is he going to yield to the leaders, or is he just going to say, you know what, I don't really care?
Oh my gosh, this is honestly pretty horrible.
He gets out of the way here. Oh, big run here. Oh, no, he goes off the track.
No, that might be the end of it.
Yep.
Oh, no, but it's not over yet. And Brady Carlson is making his final turn right now.
There's Braden Carlson. Checkered flag. Flash the lights. We don't have to DQ him. There's Braden Carlson. Take a look. Sean Aikens still a while to go. Alex Lalonde, he still has a while to go as well. So let's take a look here. Looks like the next finish might be these two right here.
Yep, and I think it's official. I mean, oh, we got one more turn. Hold on, he's right there.
Oh, no. Oh, man, he could have ran him over if he really wanted to, but he races him clean. Goes through the final set of corners here. Going to be checkered flag in the air. Puddles the Duck wins in the GT. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
What happened? He pulled over. I think he just pulled over, Christian. We're going to have to find out what happened there. Maybe if you can dig into that, that's kind of wild. I did not expect that. But Sean Atkins, he's going to cross the line. We missed him crossing the line. So Sean Atkins out front takes home the win. And here's Alex Lalonde. He's still got another corner to go, I believe.
I am in shock.
It looks like he had the wind, and he just kind of, I don't know if I don't see why he would have had a black or something. Can you hear Corey Sertoff, what he's talking about on the radio?
I can't hear him.
Yeah, well, who knows? All we know, though, Braden Carlson wins, followed by Sean Atkins wins in the LMP2s. Again, Braden Carlson wins in the GTPs. Sean Atkins in the LMP2s. GTD Pros goes to Alex Lalonde. And then in the GTDs, Corey Sertoff.
My, oh my, a shocking turn of events after a heated battle.
All that battling for next to nothing. Man, we're going to
Connor says he did it because he just didn't want to talk to me.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point, Connor. I'm glad you thought of that. Wow, that's brutal. Well, hey, if you guys won in your race, let's see, I see a bunch of them here. Let's get Corey Sertoff in here first. They're all joining in their chat right now. Don't see him. Give them one more moment. They're all filing in still.
Wait, Larry Mack has something to say, Blake.
Yeah, go ahead, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at Suzuka. You just saw the finish. Again, Braden Carlson wins the GTPs. Sean Atkins out front in the LMP2s. Alex Lalonde, GTD Pro, and Corey Sertoff, GTDs. Christian, you seeing anybody available for some interviews?
I see your GTD Pro winner. I'm looking one more time to see if I see Corey Sertoff.
I see Sean Atkins available.
All right, we'll go to GTD Pro first then, and we need to. Do we mention the lawsuit, Blake, or we just pretend it didn't happen?
We'll just wait here. Go ahead and pull in Corey Sertoff.
Corey, you see him?
Oh, I thought you said you saw him. So who?
No, I got Alex Lalonde.
All right, go ahead and pull in Alex here. I got Sean ready for after him.
Alrighty. Well, your GTD Pro class winner, Alex Lalonde, in his Ford GT3 car, brings it home. Alex, this is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy on us?
Absolutely, I do.
Well, welcome in. You bring it home here tonight at Suzuka. Walk us through that one. It doesn't seem like you had any competition through that race.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, guys. After the tough week we had trying to work through negotiations, I was feeling pretty bitter. So I had to throw down a statement, redeem my name, and, just put myself back out there.
Well, Alex, that's a good story and all, but I can't believe you contacted the sleaziest lawyer there is, Drake Garrison, to sue us. Really?
Well, I was feeling a little bit of defamation here, so I had to get up my boy Drake. I know that nobody better in the business. Rely on him, set things straight, and really, twist the nuts a little bit. I'm gonna have him doing my next contract review too, and leading the way forward on that.
Oh, that's going to be tough for everybody. But hey, Alex, like Christian said, though, you were out front, dominated this race up 23 seconds. Were you aware this was going to be a night race?
I was not. That was a surprise to me, but when I saw the sun setting in qualifying, I had to try and flip the mindset and get used to driving in the dark.
Yeah, well, it definitely paid off. You bring home the big win here in the GTD Pro class in that bad, fast Ford Mustang. You got any shout-outs, though, before you head out?
Yeah, despite our differences over the last week, I do want to shout out the Hutchinson team for still getting my car in great working order and supporting me through the season, despite how it may have ended. But great work, guys, on turning that car around after a couple horrifying wrecks in the last couple weeks. That's it. That's it this week, guys. That's all I got.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations. Alex Lalani parks it in victory lane here at Suzuka.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was your GTD Pro class winner, Alex Lalonde. But we're going to move over to the LMP2 class. Ladies and gentlemen, another driver who didn't really have to worry about anything behind him. It's Sean Atkins in the booth with us. This is Blake and Christian. You got a copy, Sean?
What up, big fellas? How you doing?
Doing good. You're getting used to these dominant wins. You did it multiple places and tonight in Suzuka. Walk us through this one.
Really, I felt like it was all about getting that good qualifying time in because this track was tight and there was really no room to pass, I felt like. And, having to be the one that manages getting through the traffic the cleanest.
Yeah, it definitely worked out for you. I haven't kept up in the LMP2 points, but I mean, I assume you're up there battling for a championship. But are you aware where you're at with all that?
Sorry, my dad just came in my room. Yeah, no, we're good. I'll just pretty much have to show up next weekend.
All right.
And we'll be good to go. So Casey is unfortunately missing next week.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Casey.
It's kind of a wrap. And then Anthony missed this week, so it's kind of a show up and win ordeal. So,
all right,
yes, sir.
That has to feel pretty good. Make sure you reset that internet and everything so you're ready to go. Don't have to worry about any internet issues.
Oh yeah, we'll be. I'm hooked up on the 100-foot Ethernet cable right now. We'll be locked and loaded, boys.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, once again, congratulations, though. Sean Aikens out front, winning the LMP2 class once again here at Suzuka. Before you head out, though, Sean, you got any shout-outs or anything for the fans watching at home?
Yeah, shout out to the HMS TV crew, renewing my contract for season 5. Unlike Alex, the undeserving Alex over there, barely winning in the GTD class. I'm thankful for the HMS boys, and shout out to the MCR boys. This good group of guys over here doing this racing, so it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And can you believe Alex Lalani, he contacted Drake Garrison and he filed a lawsuit on us?
And it's funny because Drake wanted to race for us too, so it's like how the conflict of interest is kind of insane, ain't it?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to bring that up probably in court.
Exactly.
Well, hey, congratulations, though, Sean. Parking in victory lane once again. We appreciate you for coming out for the interview, and congratulations on another dominating performance.
See you, boys.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sean Aikens in the LMP2 class. It's definitely going to be called to the stand in the court battle.
Oh, yeah. I know we have Braden Carlson available, but do we see Corey Surtoff anywhere?
Unless he doesn't have his name set, I do not see. Oh, yep, there he is, Blake.
Go ahead and get him in here.
Alrighty, your GTD class winner after some interesting things at the line. Corey, this is Blake and Christian up the booth. You got a copy on us.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Well, welcome in. You were battling puddles the last like 4 or 5 laps, and it appeared like he just gave it to you at the end. What happened there?
I think it was from an incident earlier where he went for a move and at Spoon, and I think he wound up losing it and wound up hitting my car. So I think it was just a friendly gesture.
Oh, I like that then. That's a noble thing to do, Blake.
Yeah, well, definitely a noble thing to do, and Corey, there's actually rumors, Puddles the Duck is not a fan of Christian Taylor. I can't really blame him, and that he just didn't want to get interviewed, so he gave away the win.
Hey, I mean, that's a possibility also, too.
But hey, you did a great job. You're up front the whole night, got the job done in the GTD class. Coming into this race, were you feeling like you had race winning speed?
I did not. Halfway through my first stint before the pit stops, I felt zero grip in the front tires. I was like, oh man, this is not the way it's supposed to go tonight. So we definitely was not expecting that.
Well, it definitely worked out, and it looks like a lot of our drivers were kind of surprised that this was a night race, but hey, it works out for you. You park it in victory lane. But before you head out, I guess you got any shout outs or anything else to add for our fans watching here at home?
I just want to shout out to my team, Mach 1 Motorsports. We're going to keep coming in season 5, and hopefully we'll be interviewing some more.
Absolutely. I'm sure this isn't the last we'll be hearing from you. So congratulations. I believe this is your first win of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So congratulations parking it in victory lane here at Suzuka.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Corey Sartoff parking in victory lane in that bad, fast BMW GT3.
All righty. Well, I guess that just leaves one more interview tonight. Your race winner here at Suzuka, the GTP Cadillac of Braden Carlson. This is Christian and Blake up in the booth. You got a copy on us?
Yo, yes I do.
Welcome in. A 5-second victory over P2 here tonight at Suzuka. Walk us through that entire race and how did you feel through it?
Well, there's kind of a lot to unravel here. Nate was really quick in quali. I was a little bummed I couldn't grab the pole. And then at the start of the race, had a good jump. Nate did until I think it looked like he was struggling on cold tires. And then I think he spun out and got by him. And then trying to keep Chris at bay. All I had that race was flashbacks from Spa. So just trying to keep Chris behind me, and then ran a little wide and he got around me, and I was trying to do a little bit of fuel saving, maybe get a overcut on him. And then I think he ended up getting loose on some gravel too, and I ended up getting by him there. But yeah, after that, just kind of managed the tires and fuel and got to the end.
Yeah, he definitely had fast speed all night. You were up 10 seconds for half the night, it seemed like. But I was wondering, what exactly is going through your head there? I believe that was the first lap when Benarowitz, I think, was out front and he spins it out.
Yeah, he was looking a bit sketchy. I think I don't know the turn numbers, but the double right-hander, and then coming out of that exit, he got a bit wide and brought some gravel on track and was looking a bit loose. So thought about making a move, and coming out of that hairpin, kind of saw the car start to step out, so went wide to anticipate him spinning out, and then he ended up doing that. So yeah, just a little bit tricky to get around, but yeah.
Yeah, again, great job, though, managing the race after that incident. You led from that point on, which was basically the first or second lap. So, again, congratulations. Parking in victory lane here at Suzuka in the GTP class with Motor City Racing. Before you head out, though, you got any shout-outs or anything to add for the fans watching at home?
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for broadcasting. It's always a lot of fun to go back and watch these races. You guys do a great job in the booth and broadcasting these races, so thank you guys. Thanks to my buddy Jack, ran some practice laps before doing this. He's a great help on learning this track. thanks to everyone at the Cadillac factory for building an awesome machine to run in these races. And then one last thing before I go, I just want to say sorry to Herbert. I took him out lap like 3 or 4 trying to get by him, so I apologize for that.
Yeah, unfortunate, racing incidents happen, but again, great job once again parking it in victory lane. Christian, you got anything else for our GTP winner?
Other than a congratulations on your race win, and we look forward to you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, that was your race winner here tonight, Braden Carlson. And before we move, we got some big news to share, Blake. I don't know if you saw it, but I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna bring them in here. I'm gonna ask the questions. Puddles, this is Blake and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy?
No way, dude. I'm not talking to you guys. Get out of here.
Oh, he left.
Oh my God. See, Blake, I mean, come on. It's just
Christian, there were rumors that Puddles, he pulled over because he didn't want to interview. Well, there's proof right there, folks. Puddles didn't care about, doing the right thing, giving the win to Corey Sertoff. He didn't want to talk to Christian, and I can't blame him. Half the time I don't want to talk to Christian.
Oh my gosh. But Blake, did you see the news, or should I go ahead and share it?
Go ahead and share it. I saw it though. Go ahead.
Your GTD Pro champion of the season is Jack Peterson. And with Casey Katsola officially missing next week, he has basically just withdrew. It's going to be Sean Atkins in the LMP2. He is your LMP2 champion.
Wow. Big news there. Before the season ends, with a race left, got 2 clinches for the points championship. Again, that is Jack Peterson, your GTD Pro champion, and Sean Atkins out front with the LMP2s. So big news there. And, Christian, Jack Peterson, he was out there. He super chatted here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV while he was racing, and he was clinching a championship. That's wild.
Yep, definitely so. And, it's just, good for him. Lucking it in before the final race. All he's about to do is basically start and park next week and do donuts in pit lane as they're still racing.
I can't blame him at all. I would definitely show up. I'd start and park. I wouldn't even want to race, but I know Sean, he's going to definitely want to race. And my guess is Jack Peterson's going to want to as well. They're going to want to be able to park it in victory lane, do a double celebration.
Absolutely.
But wow, big news here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV breaking it first. Sean Atkins winning the LMP2 championship, as well as Jack Peterson in the GTD Pros. So, folks, you're going to want to tune in next week. We're going to wrap up a GTP championship and a GTD championship right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. You're going to definitely not want to miss that, and the best way to do that, folks, click the like button on the video here tonight, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell if you want. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we are live 6 of the 7 nights a week. We have 7 leagues going on right now every single week every week throughout the week. Through weekdays, weekends, it doesn't matter. We're probably going to be live. But we appreciate you coming out here tonight. Be sure, like, subscribe, all that good stuff in the booth. Christian, you got anything else for our fans at home?
Other than to make sure you tune in next week, it's going to be a unforgettable show here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And also remember to head on over to harpoondesigns.com. Click on that little red button. Order your NASCAR style and even some dirt cars in there as well. Paints starting at $25. harpoondesign.com.
Absolutely. Well, hey, in the booth for Christian Taylor, I'm Blake Hutchinson. We appreciate you tuning in. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
42 right there with him. Smokes him. Oh my goodness! Oh! The whole field is junk! It's a parking lot! They door slam each other! Checkered flag in the air! It's gonna be too close to call! Oh, he just got smoked! Oh my goodness! Turned! He got dumped in IMSA Racing! Caution is out. We saw a lot.